full swing in Lapland, Finland. It looks amazing everywhere. Lots of sun, blue skies, and some greenery everywhere. Amazing times. Look at that. Lots of water. Beautiful, beautiful colors. So as always, this is your friend Alex all about Lapland, and it's just incredible how quickly things change here on the Arctic Circle. Every 1 or 2 months something is changing, and now we're having amazing, the best time of the summer when everything is green and lush. There is lots of sunlight around the clock, and yesterday I did a nice little live video for you guys, but I've also decided to show you the color palette of the daytime, and it's also quite amazing. So we have lots of this vibrant green color from the birches and other leaf trees. We've been having incredible weather here with blue skies. So this is the color palette: the blue from the skies and from the rivers, and the green from all of the trees. And it's quite incredible. It's quite warm, about 22 degrees centigrade. Well, it's warm enough for Lapland. And I'm exploring one of my favorite areas here, not far away from my hometown, the Arctic Circle hiking area, and the stream of the river Rovaniemi, or the Iron River, and this iconic bridge that gets you into the hiking trails on this island and off into the forest, and it looks quite amazing. And it's a quite popular area for locals to go hiking for a quick barbecue in the forest, and it's been a few visitors here as well, in addition to myself. But in any case, it just looks quite incredible to be here in nature when everything is blooming. You can see that the spruce is bringing new spruce shoots, the new growings, which are vibrant in color. So these are quite small, as this is a bit more north, but in some places you have already trees that have made much longer sprouts. And the more north you go, the longer it takes for nature to wake up and start to produce new growings. And it's incredible how short the growing period is here. Just 2 or 3 months, 3 if you're lucky. If you're a tree and you have a 3-month growing period, you're lucky. But at some points it's even less than that. And you can see how lush and vibrant the forest has become with all this fresh new greenery everywhere. So this should be lingonberry and blueberry trees. Well, not trees, how do you call them? The bushes. So these are blueberry thingies growing up, and they have this amazing color. And all of this scenery here, when you have water and blue skies and summer, it's just very, very typically, iconically Finnish, and it looks indeed quite amazing. And I love this place. It has the water streaming, and it makes some nice sound when it's flowing. So it's a really nice place to be. Right now the water level have receded a little bit. In spring, when snow is melting, it's much higher, at least 1 meter higher, but now it's back to its usual self. And I think if you've been following this channel for quite a while, I come to this place in winter sometimes as well and do some live streams, so you can go back and compare how it looks like in different seasons. But now it looks quite amazing to be in the forest with all these new things growing, and everything is just full of life, full of incredible colors, and the feeling is just amazing to be out here in the forest. So let's go a little deeper, following one of the trails here. So let's go this one, the regular one. And yes, this is what I've been talking about. Some trees have already grown a little more, and the sprouts are longer. Why I'm showing the sprouts? Because these things are quite healthy. Many people collect them. You just tear them out and you collect them, and you can make really nice things from it. Like you can make a tea from it with just boiling water. You can make put it in the cakes and cookies and stuff like that, and it has lots of vitamins, and it's interesting taste. For the winter time, you have this these sprouts as powder, dried, frozen, and you can bake with that. So nature here is quite rugged, resources are quite scarce, but you have some nice and wonderful things out here. So let's go a little bit deeper into the forest, and you have a Nava here, this gray lichen which grows right on the birch. I guess it was detached from other trees, but this is also something you can find in the forest. This is like a moss which grows on the trees only in the areas with really nice ecology and clean air. So this is also called the old man's beard. In Finnish it's called Naava, Naava. So usually a sign of good and clean air. So this is incredible. All the colors are so vibrant and popping. So that's one of the reasons I decided to do a live stream here in the middle of the day. Quite often I just prefer to be out at night filming the midnight sun, but well, there is plenty of good things in other time of the day as well. And luckily there is still not so much mosquitoes, like a few, yeah, you can have them, especially if you go deeper into the forest. But at some point it's gonna be crazy, like wild west in terms of the mosquitoes. That time is not here yet, because you'll obviously feel that, and you will see it with me, because now I'm just hanging out with short sleeves and in shorts as well. But when there is plenty of mosquitoes, I usually dress up in a sense that I want to cover all of the skin, so they won't bite your hands or legs. So I prefer long sleeves on the clothes later. Now it's still quite chilled. I guess it depends on the area, but here it's still okay with the mosquitoes. There are usually 1 or 2 weeks when it's really crazy, and some people use the chemicals, you know, the sprays and stuff that they put on their skin. I personally don't like how they smell and I don't think they're very effective, so I just try to cover my skin if that's the season of really bad mosquitoes. But now I don't need to do it yet. And here you can see some wonderful forest, sort of a wild forest. This is an Arctic Circle hiking area, so you don't have forestry industry here, and the trees are allowed to grow and to fall and to decay, as you can see. And it's actually also an island, so getting trees from here, it's quite a challenge. So one other reason why it's a hiking area, and you can get from this island to different places deeper into the forest. If you follow it for like 3 or 4 kilometers, you will arrive at a very even and flat bog area where there is the trees are small, and it's a wetland, and luckily there is a wooden path in the middle, so you can walk around it. And it's also the place where the mosquitoes quite like to be, because of all of the water. So I'm not sure if I'll go there now, probably not. But these areas that I'm describing, the bog area, it's excellent for cloudberries. So I will go there probably in the end of July, beginning of August, to collect cloudberries. Of course, all dressed up, because the mosquitoes will be quite notorious to bite, especially when you're in the same place collecting berries from the ground, like foraging one at a time. They know how to find you quite easily. So the time will come for that as well. So let's see this little calmer part of the river. Wow, so nice. Oh, there is one biting me. There is one biting me there. Ah. No way. I couldn't film it, so I had to get rid of that mosquito. Anyway, here you have a bit more peaceful part of the river with all the greenery. Well, look at these colors. This is just amazing, guys. This is colors of summer in Finland. What can be better than this? It's amazing. And there is your bridge to go on the other side from the island. We are on the island, and this is the mainland over there. And now I remember, in the beginning of winter, I did quite a nice live stream from that bridge. I had several cameras filming from here, all around there, and I also had a drone, and everything was live. So I wasn't talking too much, just showing you guys around. You can also find this. I guess I will link that other stream that I did with many cameras and the drone in the description of this video later, so you can watch and compare, see how different nature is in all the seasons. And here you also have a kind of a map of what's happening in different seasons from January to the end of the year. I'm not gonna spend much more time explaining, because it's much more fun to just explore. So Jesus is saying, love the walkabouts. Yes, me too. It's quite nice weather, not too hot, about 22 degrees right now. So quite a joy to be outside with less mosquitoes and just to breathe the fresh air. But the nights are surprisingly cold. Like last night it got to +6 only, and the night before to +4. So there was, on the rivers and small streams, there was the vapor, the fog, and that was quite unusual for this time of the year, because usually it's warmer at night, and sometimes it's also warmer in daytime as well. We haven't been pushing more than 22 degrees. So it's a bit of a cooler summer this year. I've been looking for a long-term forecast, and they've been saying that Scandinavia will be mainly under this colder effect from the Arctic Ocean, with more precipitation and more cool air hanging out here over Scandinavia, so all of the Sweden, Norway, Finland countries. So that explains why it's pretty relatively cool right now. I mean, it's normal, but it's less warm than, for example, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years ago, when we already had +30 degrees centigrade weather on the Arctic Circle for a few days or even a few weeks. Now we haven't been nowhere near that temperatures because of that effect of the Arctic Ocean and cooler air, which is fine with me. Let's switch. So, how incredibly bright it looks here. This is quite amazing. The air is so fresh and lovely, it's tasty. Tasty to breathe. So, the live stream I was talking about from winter, I did it from over here, from this place, and I will link that winter stream later. So let's just listen to the sound of nature. So there we go, cross the stream one more time, and the path are continuing here deeper into the forest. Actually, I think I'll go this path. It has been repaired, so it was closed for some time, and I don't remember walking this part of the forest in I guess long time. So this is a nice place to go with kids or with the family, and you have some nice explanations. Go mushroom picking. Well, maybe not just yet. It will take 2 months until we have mushrooms, but the point is you have some nice info points here. And talking about the climate, I think I've read somewhere that the main thing that affects climate here in Lapland, at least in the summertime, is the thing called North Atlantic Oscillation. So Google that out. So to put it simply, it's the effect of either we will have a effect of the Arctic Ocean that will make it cooler, or then we won't, and it will be affecting climate from more of the Atlantic and having more warmer air. And it depends how this if the cold air stays up there in the Arctic, or it will make this kind of loops, like this kind of wavy patterns, and it depends in what kind of pattern you will get. Either it will be the pattern, the wave from the top, from the cold air, or it will be the other part, which will be from the south. And a few years Lapland has mainly been under the effect of this southern air, and that's how it got warmer. But now this summer it's definitely under the effect of this upper part, the cooler air, and the temperature is according. So I'm bad at explaining this weather stuff because I'm not a professional, but Google the North Atlantic Oscillation in Scandinavia. You'll learn a few interesting things about the weather here. And wow, I think I'm walking into a tropical forest, because it looks quite different here. We have a small stream with this tropical thingies growing up here. Quite amazing. Usually you see them more in southern Finland, not here. But anyway, here we have a few of them growing as well. So this is interesting and quite a wild part of the forest. As I said, I haven't been here in a while. Currents in nature. I guess it's quite a nice wordplay, because you have currents with the E as these you know, the water streams, and then you have currents like like the berries, like red currants or black currants. Interesting. So this place is quite interesting. You have lots of water and also very, very deep and kind of old forest with its own kind of character. You have lots of quite dry spruce trees. They are dark because the growth is actually happening up there in the top part, and the second part, which is close to the earth, it's actually dried up because the trees are pushing towards the sky, I think. Oh wow, look at that. There is the tree that had to make quite a loop to survive. Look, it was bent, and then it said, I'm not giving up, and I'm just gonna, the heck with it, I'm just gonna go on with my life and continue growing. And now it seems to be dried, but I guess it has a good try to do it, so never give up, even in crazy situations. So there is more and more streams here and a few nice bridges as well. Quite lovely and peaceful here. Just some rocks and some water, and there you have a bigger body of water. So this place is quite amazing, this hiking area, because it has lots of water, and especially when you film from the air, you can see all of them interconnecting. It's quite amazing. You have the island there where we went. You have bigger streams, smaller streams. So it's quite a nice area. I'm really glad that they've decided to make it like a tourist thing or a hiker thing, not necessarily touristy. And they've spared all of these amazing tall and thick trees here. So quite a nice place to be around. All right, I think that I've arrived to the end of this loop, but the trail will continue. So the trail will continue to the left. I guess I'm going deeper into the forest with you guys. That's fine and nice. So again, here you have two streams uniting together. A little fast stream over here. And that's the piece of the island where I was before. So these streams basically encircle that island from different directions. And the cool thing is that they have renewed all the bridges here. So if you want to come to that area, you just need to drive about 20 minutes, 25 minutes from Rovaniemi to a place called Vaatunki, and there you will find the beginning of the trail into the Arctic Circle hiking area. Nice and lovely. So, I hope that you've enjoyed this little stream from the wild nature in Lapland, Finland, and these amazing color palettes. And go watch my yesterday's video about the midnight sun season beginning in Lapland. The colors of the night are quite amazing when it's sun is shining all night long. It's totally incredible. So the last video before that about the midnight sun. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.